Hello, Savvy Nation. We are going to do a deep dive into an ETF that I told you I was taking a closer look at. And that ETF is Capital Group Dividend Value. The ticker symbol is CGDV. Charlie, George, David, Victor. This fund, this ETF is run by the same company that runs the American funds, and they have a stellar reputation. The ETF I'm looking at is a dividend value ETF, and it holds 54 stocks. Now, this is deep analysis now. It's no longer the short stuff. The 54 stock that it holds in the top 10%, the top 10 stocks, account for 42% of the total assets. So it's very concentrated. If the top 10 stocks account for 42% of the entire portfolio, you know it's pretty concentrated. Personally, when I start investing in this, I'm going to balance it out. Well, it's going to be balancing out the other dividend mutual funds and ETFs that I own. I own and I'm continuing to buy SCHD. I own and I'm continuing to buy the T. Rowe Price Dividend Growth Mutual Fund, PRDGX. I own and I am continuing to buy, we'll continue to buy that. The Vanguard High Yield or High Dividend Yield ETF, which is VYG. And I own DGRO. I'm going to slow down my purchase. The DGRO is iShares dividend ETF. I'm going to slow down my purchase of that and increase my purchase of Capital Group Dividend Value. Here is why. And I'll just flip my page here. I told you I'm doing heavy research. When you compare the Capital Group Dividend Value to SCHD, JEPI, to Fidelity High Dividend ETF, the FDVV, over 1 year period, that Capital Group Dividend Value has returned 7%. Now, Now, I know, I need some water. Now, I know that value-oriented stocks over the long term give you a higher possibility of return. The probability of future returns is higher with value stocks as opposed to growth stocks. But that's a subject for another day. Now, let's take a look at some of the holdings. And right now, looking at this, I see a significant, well, I shouldn't call it significant, I see an overlap. Not in the concentration, not in the degree to which the portfolio is concentrated, but in the stocks. It's it's 1:30 while I'm recording this. I'm doing this for you guys. Help me out. I'm shooting for 1,000 subscribers. So let's go through. I'm going to stop this at 5 minutes, and then I'll continue going through the portfolio holdings of the Capital Group Dividend Value. Broadcom, GE, Microsoft, Raytheon, Carrier Global Corp, AIG, Linde, British American Tobacco, Abbott Labs, Baker Hughes, D.R. Horton, Micron Technologies, and those are just a few of the stocks in this ETF.